about Thursdays?
What is that?
The Red Sox can't lose today.
That's a great one. I love that one. That was a great one.
There will be no losing Boston sports teams today.
Thank God. What a painful way.
Way to get swept by the Angels.
Yeah.
We done with Richard Fitz yet? Well, my bad. Are they done with Richard Fitz yet? Because I'm done with that motherfucker.
Well, from what I've heard this week, they're pretty much done with everybody except for Crochet.
Cora getting fired or what?
I don't know. He might. If they keep losing like this before the All-Star break, I would be shocked. But who are we going to replace him with? Who are we going to replace the general manager with? Because the general man, from what I'm hearing, is the general manager is not well liked within the organization.
Yeah, but I guess he's safe. He's safe.
But we've suffered 4 years of dysfunction and not making the playoffs.
Feels like a decade.
I know it does.
Want to take a puff?
Yes, sir. Hold on.
Here you go.
Hold on. Let me get my joint out. I got a joint today.
Oh, well then what the fuck you smoking my joint for? Give it back.
Because you offered.
I did offer. Smoking on some Gouda Berry today by Central Harvest. Shout out to Central Harvest.
This one's called Gumblow. Gumblow, come on. Why is my internet gay? Stop being gay. I hate fucking gay internet.
Don't say that. You're gonna get us banned.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have to include everybody these days because too many people are sensitive bitches.
It's a rated R program. We can say whatever we want. I just don't want to get banned.
We won't. You know, I make sure all the videos say, "No, this is not made for kids."
It's definitely not made for kids. That's the one thing this show is not for. Definitely not for kids. Definitely not. What else is going on today? You performing today? You performed last night?
I went to the jungle last night. I didn't perform. I chilled for a bit though. Fucking had some vibes.
I want to do a stat check on the stand-ins while you break down the jungle.
Last night was Greatness's birthday. A lot of people pulled up for that shit. Saw Black Swan last night. Saw Just Jill last night. Saw Kid Aladdin last night.
A lot of kids.
Saw Zazu last night. Saw Digi last night.
MLB stand-ins. Let's take a peek. Yankees 46, Rays 45.
Greatness.
Red Sox losing team.
Greatness and Joe performed a song together. There was this guy who was kind of crazy who got banned from the jungle, who came back and tried to fight the bartender.
Classic.
Oh yeah.
Tigers 50 wins, Astros 47 wins.
I think the Tigers are the dark horse of the American League to go to the World Series.
Clearly. Phillies and Mets 47 each, Cubs 47, Dodgers 50. Dodgers and Tigers 50-50. Rockies 62 losses.
Excuse me?
Rockies 62 losses.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they broke 60 losses before a team broke 60 wins.
terrible.
NBA draft. Celtics selected a 19-year-old center. Not the best idea. Not the best idea.
He's a guard, from what I read.
That's right. He's a guard. 19-year-old guard.
He's from
My
Spain.
bad. Everyone else grabbed centers yesterday. Even a Chinese center got selected.
No, wow. He's from Spain.
The largest player from China since Yao Ming.
Oh, wow, really?
Hugo. Welcome to Boston, Hugo.
Heard he has really good defensive traits. That's why the Celtics really wanted in on him.
Yeah, Cooper Flag, Mavericks, Harper, Spurs, VJ Edgecombe to the Sixers. Con Knuckle, Charlotte, Ace Bailey, Utah. And a shitload of other players, but I'm just shouting out the first 5 people drafted. Congrats to everyone drafted. Jazz took a couple players. Nets used all their picks. Nets traded 1 pick. He used 3 of them. Wow. No, the Nets used all of them. The Nets used all their picks. What idiots. No one probably wants to trade with them. Fuck them. Shout out to everyone who got drafted. I didn't watch the draft. I don't do that shit.
Nope. Tonight's round 2 of the draft, though.
Yep, shout out to everybody that makes a roster.
And then tomorrow, we have a big breakdown tomorrow. Big recap, big breakdown. Because tomorrow is episode 19 and 20 on Friday and Saturday.
What's the big breakdown? What big shit's going on? It's summertime.
We got Night of Champions on Saturday. We got that preview for SmackDown. We got the NHL draft tomorrow.
Awful. This isn't big shit. This is baby shit.
No. Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia? That's not baby shit, bro. That's a $60 million fucking PLE right there. They were
The
like,
NHL draft's definitely baby shit. I don't know about the other shit.
no, the NHL draft is the most exciting draft out of all of them to watch.
I'm done with drafts.
Well, we're doing a draft breakdown tomorrow on the show.
You can. I'm
Okay.
not. You
Okay.
can have that segment. You can have that segment.
Okay, I will. And I'll enjoy it too, because the NHL draft for me is very crucial this year. Because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go to my site that I go to for my fantasy hockey picks, and I'm going to know every single waiver wire pickup and every single round all of these kids are going in. And then I'm going to torch the same league next year in hockey.
What else is going up tonight?
Performing at the barber shop tonight.
Okay, y'all can catch Big Zach at the barbershop tonight.
Zazu and Digi are performing that new song that Dragon produced tonight.
Oh, where's Dragon at? Is he pulling up?
No. Why would Dragon pull up?
I don't know. Pulled
Why
up on
would
the
he
show
do this?
Tuesday.
No.
Ashes everywhere.
He doesn't pull up.
All right, so no Dragon appearance. Who's playing baseball today? Who needs to lose
Hunter
today?
Brown is pitching today. I do know that. I'm starting that guy because, you know, you said start that guy every chance you get. So that's what I'm doing.
Dodgers are going to beat up on the Rockies. Phillies, Astros. That should be a good game. Need Rays to lose against the Royals. Tigers are going to beat up on the Athletics. We need the Guardians to beat up on the Jays. Cubs, Cardinals. Go with Cubs. Giants Marlins, go with Giants.
We're at
Mets,
120
Braves.
followers on the Instagram page.
Hell yeah, let's get to 200 by the end of the day.
I don't know about the end of the day, but I feel like that's really good progress.
200 coming up.
Yes, sir. Next Talk of the Town Music Festival is August 9th. Going to be at it's going to be at the Martini Hat Show, and then the next Talk of the Town Music Festival is going to be at the Esplanade on August 23rd. I'm trying to perform at that one, so I'm gonna hit up Poncho when we go to the first one on the 9th and be like, yo, like, what's it going to take for me to perform there? Like, I know I don't have 10 minutes worth of music, but I only need 6. I want to perform there. It's always been a dream of mine to perform on the stage of the Esplanade in Boston. And in my eyes, I think that's a bigger stage than, like, even if the people aren't there, I still think that's a bigger stage than TD Garden. As far as Boston goes.
Add it to your field trip list.
Yep.
Add it.
Hell yeah. Here's another thing I have for the podcast today. Too many wrestlers are now starting their own podcasts, and it's making the wrestling podcast world a little bit on the, I don't want to say on the saturated side, because there's a lot of really good wrestling podcasts out there, but the fact that all these wrestlers are having their own podcasts and like telling the stories, that's great, but it's for the people who actually do wrestling podcasts, one, and two, I feel like they're saying too much in these podcasts about like people in the company. It just feels like a big slander.
Oh, you're the wrestling correspondent.
I'm just not crazy about there being like 4 or 5 different podcasts hosted by wrestlers now, you know? I like Chris Van Fleet in Blood Rush wrestling, or Blood Rush Snug Wrestling the most. Those are my 2 favorite podcasts as far as wrestling podcasts.
No doubt.
Their interview style's really dope too. I was watching somebody the other day on a podcast, and they were saying something about that style of an interview that you do is really critical to the way podcasts like run moving forward. So I'm really excited, because once we get our audio situation figured out here at Woke to the World, we're going to be shooting like every weekend, because like I got people like lining up right now being like, yo, when are we going to get on the pod? When are we going to get on the pod? So we got to talk about sports. We got to talk about music. We got to shoot videos with these people, make as many collaborator videos as possible by the end of the summer. And then hopefully Woke to the World will be at 1,000 fucking subscribers. That's the goal.
One at a time. Subscribe to Woke to the World podcast 617. Come on down. What else we got going on tonight? No sports, just baseball. Yep. Some NHL draft shit tomorrow. Some Saudi Arabian wrestling tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Performances at the barbershop.
Yeah, performances at the barbershop. Digi and Zazu are supposed to pull up tomorrow night for some music over at the Stew.
You got stew work tonight? You going back to the stew tonight?
No, I'm going back to the Stew tomorrow.
All right, going back to the stew tomorrow.
Yeah, going back to the Stew tomorrow, and I kind of want to get there early tomorrow, because like I have some situations that are coming up as far as like personal stuff, and I'm trying to get ahead of it if I can. So I'm trying to pretty much just I got to do a little bit more studying so I can complete my courses and move on to the next classes, school thing that I want to do, because I'm a little behind.
I'm about to load up the island, buddy. What else is there to discuss today?
Let's see.
Give the people a pod mini.
Yeah, seems that way. I'm gonna try
You got
to.
anything to contribute?
So here's the deal. If I can get somebody to record my performance tonight, I might for tomorrow's Woke to the World episode, and if Zazu and Digi pull up and they perform their episode as well.
You got an episode with Zazu and Gigi covered?
Yeah, Zazu and Digi.
You and Digi?
Yep. If I can get
Yes.
a video of them performing that new song that Dragon produced, and then after get a couple songs of the one that I produced, for the ones that I did, I might add that to the end of the Woke to the World podcast for tomorrow's show.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what my idea is. Man. So,
Hell yeah.
alright, man. Guess we're gonna load up an island here.
Yep, NBA Draft Night Part 2's tonight. Won't be watching. We'll see what happens on the other side of that.
Yeah, I'll see it on the big screen at the barber shop, but I won't be fucking interested.
I'll be watching drafts.
You know, I won't be interested. I'll be interested in tomorrow's draft for sure. You know, I'm gonna watch every NHL team in the world dissect my Boston University Terriers, piece by piece. And that's what's about to happen. About to watch
Are you
every
gonna be doing some
NHL.
college hockey talk tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'm about to watch the NHL. About to watch all the NHL players just dissect my college hockey team, piece for piece.
All right. Fresh off a joint, right to the island. Fresh off a pod, right to the island.
Yes, sir. Well,
Yes, sir. Shout out to Central Harvest for supplying the puffery for Daisy this morning.
nice, nice. And we got This is terrible.
Yeah.
All right. Stay
Internet
woke to
is
the
loaded.
people, and we'll hit you on the
Yeah,
next
stay woke.
episode.
Happy Thursday, everybody. The Celtics will get somebody that you'll never see play, and the Red Sox don't have to lose tonight. Stay woke.